All right, so this was an off-the-cuff kind of moment. I just decided to go live to maybe convey to you my experience of ripping the TRAXXAS XMAXX for the first time. And I'll tell you, I'm not sad. So I think I did expect maybe a little bit more speed out of it, but nah, I didn't really. It's not as fast as I thought it would be, but it's still fast though. When you think about how this just, what is it, like 26 pounds of just beast is ripping it through this terrain that's right here. I mean, we tackled a little bit of that, did some of that. We did a hell of a lot of that right there. So that jump right there, I mean, I don't even know, like, I can't even measure how high that thing went, because just like when I ripped the DBXL-E 2.0, the LOSI, like the first time when I took that thing out to this track, the reason why I took the XMAXX out here was because I know there's a certain amount of this terrain that's not going to change, okay? So I have a bunch of cars that I've taken out here, so what it does is it gives me, I guess, a baseline. If there's wind noise, I'm sorry, there's nothing I can do about it. At least I knew I was going to have some sort of like a baseline, knowing what all the other vehicles that I have do. Now, I also did rip the Mojave here too, and Ricer! No. I'm just funny. I'm just trying to be funny. So this jump right here is probably, it's a little bit shorter than I am by maybe, if I stand up next to it, I think the jump basically comes up to like my nose or my glasses, to understand, like I'm holding it at my glasses height, and obviously I can't see over it. You know what I'm saying? So this jump, both going on this side and on that side, you already know with the angle of how this jump is, how well the XMAXX did over this jump. And I'm telling you, seeing that thing soaring through the air, what I'm hoping, now I think I was overly excited. It happens. You amp yourself up, you get yourself out here, and you throw a camera on your head, and maybe the camera wasn't pointed in exactly the right position, and you don't find out until like you're 75% done with the filming. And also, here, I want to show you, I met, which was a riot, and here's the insane part. So this guy, there's a big background story. I hope I was able to get it on video. Big background story to this guy, Mark. So this guy, Mark, hopefully, this could have been a, I hope, positive experience for my channel, I hope. Meaning, this guy is like literally he's into crawling right now. And after him seeing this XMAXX ripping it, and granted, this was the first time I ripped it, so there's a couple of things that, you know, if I want to be nitpicky, there's a couple of things that I'm kind of like, you know what I mean about? But that's only because, you know, you get used to the way some other larger vehicles run, and this one doesn't exactly run that way. So my impression of the XMAXX, which granted, my impression doesn't matter because everybody else has already had this thing for, you know, 50 years. So my impression really doesn't matter, but the truck is definitely what I would call a bruiser. So it will literally take a shot to the face and keep going. And I don't mean just like a shot, you know, in the face from like a, you know, 5'2", 100-pound scrapper. I'm talking about this will take a shot in the face from somebody that knows how to fight. And that's what I think I like about this. But Earl Moorhead, if you're watching this, you're probably not, but I'm going to show you something that you warned me about, and I didn't even notice it. It took Mark. Oh yeah, I was trying to show you. So this guy has been like printing graphic shirts. He's a graphic artist. He's a photographer. He also used to be in the music industry. He's very heavily into logos and designing things. So I think hooking up with this dude might have been literally, how do you like, because I've been needing a logo and I've been like, you know, trying to figure it out. I don't even know if this is still recording. Yeah, it is. I don't even know. You know what? I should switch it because people might be talking. I'm sorry if I haven't seen anybody on like any comments. I apologize for that. Let me clean the screen here. I'm just. You can see the light. Do I get in the light? Yeah, let me get in the light so you can actually see it. Like here we go. Frame it like this. You want to see my face? You want to see a smile on my face? This is called the smile of ripping an XMAXX for the first time. Holy crap, did it take a beating? I mean, and those 100C packs from Pow Hobby? Well, actually, no. No, I'm sorry. I didn't run those packs. I didn't even run the 100C packs. I ran my, where are they? I ran my, what'd I do with them? Oh, come on. I lose my battery packs already? How? Oh, there they are. My HRBs. So I ran my HRB graphines right there. And those are 6,500, I think. I think those are 6,500. Yeah, 6,500, 65C. So they were fine. And they did the hand warmers right now. They definitely did their job. I will say that wiring-wise, I feel I didn't have a temp meter, and it's not like I can get my hands directly like down on the ESC or down on the motor or whatever because, you know, everything's like pretty jam-packed. But, man, things didn't really seem hot, and for the full trigger ripping that I was doing through this kind of terrain, I mean, we're talking deep sand, like all in here, like all in this ditch right here. This is a an overflow ditch for drainage, right? So obviously they always have to have stuff like this. There's another one that's way over there. But this sand is so fine and like thick. Like if I was to take Big Black in here right now, there would possibly be the potential of actually getting stuck in this stuff right here because it's so soft. But the insaneness is how, here, look at this. I almost bridged this gap. And for this XMAXX to bridge this gap, you can't even, I can't even like explain to you how far away. And to look at the terrain where the XMAXX was hitting, so you can see this was where we were hitting. We were hitting right here. That's a nothing jump, right? But look at, the XMAXX had to deal with all of these ruts. These are not small ruts, man. These ruts are massive. So the XMAXX literally had to deal with those ruts, jump that tiny little jump, you know, obviously full trigger, because it's full trigger life, baby. And it basically almost bridged it to where it landed several times. You can see the hits right here. So it was so close to making it that distance. It kept on landing like right here. Like there's one of the impacts. That's actually one of the front tires that landed right there. The other tire's right there. And you can just see, and then obviously I just powered it over. Man. Am I sad that I have this XMAXX? No way. Earl, you wanted to know, I so tried to do a reaction cam, but I couldn't get two cameras on my hat because it kept on tipping my hat down. So it wasn't working out. I tried for like probably a good 20 minutes trying to figure it out to see if I could get a camera on there. But, oh, let me show you who the guy is. I'm a total scatterbrain here, guy. All right. So this is the guy right here. This is the name of his, I think he said that's the name of his channel. He's definitely into crawling. He's a crawler kind of guy. So I'll try to throw it up here like this. So this is the name. You know, obviously, you know, what do you know? AC/DC kind of has that. It's called Crawler Cult RC. So he's CC, you know, Lightning Bolt RC. So it's almost like CCX RC. And I pointed that out because on his sleeve, on his shoulder, on the shirt, which it's not this one, it's on his personal shirt, it actually had CC, and then it had the X with the, you know, it was the crossbones with a skull above it, and then RC. And I was like, hey, you almost look like you got CCXRC going on there. But these are his logos. He's got this logo right here for his channel, or actually for his photography aspect. I forget what he called it, but I'm sure I'll figure it out later. He gave me a nice one of those graphics right here, cutouts. This is him right here, Shutter Thugs. And I thought there was something else. Maybe not. But the guy was super pumped. He said that when he pulled in, he was like, you know, I saw like a whole, I saw a whole dust cloud, and I just decided I'd pull in because I saw somebody kind of like standing there, and then he realized what I was doing, and he was very like, how do you say, like, the way he handled the whole situation, he was very approachable. He was very like, hey, you know, if I'm in your way, let me know. I just want to see you, you know, rep that thing. And, you know, he got out and we talked for a little bit. I think I shut the camera off a little bit, but I don't know. But wicked cool guy. His name is Mark. He does actually a bunch of work for Reckless Hobbies, which was great. I'm glad that they're getting the help that they need. But anyways, Earl, I don't know if you're still here. Check it out, guy. What did you tell me was going to happen? Pretty sure that right there, right? Isn't that what you said was going to happen? So literally both sides, left and right. Look at, there's the other one. Where is it? Right there, left and right sides popped off already. Like literally, and it was like, I hadn't even really felt like I run it. Like, maybe I gotta watch the footage to find out when he showed up and he was like, hey. But after, here's the best part. After him seeing the XMAXX running, what were the words that he said? Now I've got to get one of those. So this is how it happens. You, like even this, you know, you get out there, you rip it, you know, while you're enjoying it, other people, you know, see like the dust clouds, like, because the dust clouds, think about how far the dust clouds were going. The dust clouds were going pretty damn far. Like there were times when I couldn't even see the XMAXX. The dust was that thick. So, man, yeah, am I happy? Yeah. Yeah, do I have any complaints? I mean, no, not really. I mean, it's an XMAXX, you know? What kind of complaints could I possibly have? Other than I want to keep ripping it. I don't like the fact that those inner seal things popped off that fast. That was, come on. Dude, I did probably a couple passes, maybe a jump, and both damn seals are already gone. And it's already squeaking too, so. Yeah, I'm gonna flip the screen. We got Shannon, what's going on? We got John Miller, Shade Tree RC, Stack. We got Chuck GRC. The bearings will go in less than a minute. I've already got, so because of, and I know Earl Moorhead was here, but I don't know if he's here. Yep, that's how my first drive went on the XMAXX. Didn't feel broken right. So because of Earl Moorhead, he had pre-warned me on a couple of things, and we already went ahead and ordered those. So I did order the RPM rear arm, not arms. I keep calling them arms. It's because literally RPM is what I used to know. Like when you needed to buy upgraded arms, you went with RPM because that was who to buy from, because they were always going to be stronger. But I went with the RPM rear hubs with the oversized bearings. What's crazy though, they sent me 2 sets of bearings. I don't know why they sent me 2 sets, but they sent me 2 sets of bearings anyway. So I don't know. Earl, you need a set of bearings? Man, this was a blast. Driving that XMAXX. Telling you, it manhandled the terrain. You know, I don't know. You want to call woman-handled, man-handled if you want to be, you know, that politically correct. I don't know. It handled the terrain. It did. Like, I mean, I was so full trigger on it. No fear, full trigger is what I call it. Hitting those jumps, it was, man, it's either gonna break or it's gonna take it. Like when I'm, like obviously like when you see like I'm staring off into space, it's because what's happening is I'm visualizing the jump. Trying to like convey how well that thing, how well it jumped, man. The only thing that I noticed that it didn't do very well with was the air control. You have maybe, I'll say 1.5 tries to get it right. And I know that sounds weird to say you only have 1.5 tries to get it right, but with other RCs that I've ripped, you know, 6S, you know, whatever, they kind of give you more than 1.5 shots to get it right in the air. The TRAXXAS XMAXX seems to max out. So, probably gearing, but then if I gear it faster, the problem with that is then I'm going to start potentially overheating it. So, yeah, I don't know. It's going to be a little balancing act. The smile's priceless. Yeah, not much air control, but it takes a land right, and that's right. I definitely did not like I said, when I'm staring off into space, I'm literally seeing the landings. I'm seeing it in the air, and I hope to God I got the footage. Because when I checked my GoPro that I had on my head, the GoPro was like facing the sky. And it was just like, man, all it would have taken is like an extra second to just double check my, you know, double check my GoPro, maybe look in the mirror and not just want to get out there and rip it so fast. But that jump right there, man, that jump right there, that looks small, but that's a good size jump. And for it to take that jump full trigger, and yeah, you know the Mojave takes that jump too. But the Mojave's different. The Mojave literally, like, you know what the Mojave reminds me of? So this is what the TRAXXAS Mojave reminds me of. Anybody ever see a flying squirrel? That's what the TRAXXAS Mojave is. The Mojave is a stinking flying squirrel. That thing, man, it's so fast, it floats through the air when it hits a jump. It floats. It literally floats. I don't know how it does it. It literally like grows wings and just like hovers in the air for a little bit. The Max just, or XMAXX, I gotta stop calling it Max. The XMAXX just punches through the air. You know what I mean? Yeah, it definitely needs a little bit more on the air control though, or I just got to make sure that I get it right the first time, or the 1.5 times that it gives you that chance to correct it. So, yeah, you know what this calls for? When I get home, which is literally like 5 minutes away, this is what's nice about this place. This place is 5 minutes away from my house. The other place I go to is, I did like a big, this morning, J.O., I don't know if you're on here or not, but this morning I actually did, my face is actually hurting from smiling. This is what it's about. This is what I'm telling you it's about, right? XMAXX loves to flip it. Oh, Earl, I got a question for you. Because this is my first time at the XMAXX. It did not like to write itself very well. Meaning, I was able to get it to write itself, but it was not difficult, but it didn't seem, seemed like the conditions had to be perfect, like totally flat ground, in order for it to write itself, where obviously with some of our other vehicles, you can almost get it to self-write. If it's truck style, you can get it to self-write like no matter what. But this, it kind of just, I don't know. You had to you had to rock it. You had to rock it a couple of times. Maybe it's just too damn big. Face hurts. What? Face hurts? It's killing me? Hey, Josh. Hey, guy. My face hurts you. Get an XMAXX. If you want your face to hurt like mine does, I'm serious, dude. I'm not kidding. All these smiles right here, these smile muscles, they're hurting right now. This thing. You have no idea. Like, when you're looking at this terrain, you're getting such a watered down view of what this terrain is. And for the XMAXX, come on, X out of there. There we go. For the XMAXX to handle it the way it did, I guess, like literally, this is why it's called the XMAXX. It's why it's called, I think it is the toughest truck. Nothing's broken. And I mean, oh, and I did have my first body off. So, you should have seen the tumble that this thing did. This did one of those cartwheels. You never see, like, you know, those gymnastics people, or those people that can do, like, you know, the crazy backflips and all that stuff, right? So this thing did such a crazy cartwheel that because it was going, like, down a grade, yeah, I'll point. So literally the cartwheel started from, like, right there and kept cartwheeling, and then it started to go down the hill. And I almost thought it wasn't going to stop cartwheeling. Like, I actually gave it a little bit of gas to try to stop it from cartwheeling, because it kept on just going and going like the Energizer Rabbit. Again, face is stinking hurting. These smile things here. Right here. Right here. It's all hurting on my face right now. This was a blast. It's slow. Slower than I thought it would be, but then again, nah, not really, because I have seen the thing rip. Obviously, I've seen other videos. You know, like I said before, unless you were living under a rock, concerning that ARRMA stuff, what ARRMA just dropped. You know, unless you're living under a rock, you've like never seen the XMAXX, you point blank do live under a rock. And I gotta take it to that other place. What's going on here? There's $1 million, but that's just what? Now the 1717, and the ABEC will wake it up and get you some. Really? So the 1717. Ooh, okay. Are you talking to me, Earl? You're talking about the XMAXX, right? You gotta be, because you're talking about air control. Well, you already know that's a motor I want. I want that 1717. Damn it. Well, you don't need yours in your Creighton anymore, so drop ship it. Oh my God. This is a blast. This is one of those go home and sit on my front porch and have an iced tea moments. This was fun, man. 1717 or the 2020. I think the 1717. Granted, again, I don't know what I'm talking about, but I think the 2028 is probably too massive. The 1717, though, that would probably be just right. Yeah. Yeah. What do those two guys say? Yeah. You guys know who I'm talking about, right? Forget what their names are. They're two brothers that have a channel, and they're like totally against the Black Lives Matter thing. And the way they explain it, it's a riot, because I love how they're like, yeah. I don't know, man. It's awesome. This thing, I don't know. This XMAXX was absolutely insane. It was definitely cool, man. Definitely cool. And then to have a guy that's into crawling, because that was how he kind of said it. He was like, yeah, I strictly crawl now, because obviously that's the name of his channel, or club or whatever, crawler club. But after him seeing this XMAXX, and I'm actually pretty sure, if I heard things correctly, I heard him say something like, ah, crap, and Reckless is closed tomorrow. I guess I'm going to have to wait until Tuesday. So, I think there might be one more TRAXXAS XMAXX mixing from Reckless Hobbies. Hey, Sean, you listening? Come on, guy. It took me, somebody that has no idea what they're doing, to sell this guy on the TRAXXAS XMAXX. Oh, this was great. The TRAXXAS XMAXX sold itself, though. The way it handled the terrain, would you just look at it? Just look at it. I did rip it with the original body. I couldn't wait any longer. It's got battle scars. I really don't care. I don't know. It's the way I run things. I got my B-balls in there. But yeah, it definitely, like I said, it definitely was cool to, hear from somebody, because I basically said the opposite to him, because I told him I've got the Gen 8 Axe Edition, and I got off of Reckless, and I was like, dude, I was basically a pre-order, and I still haven't opened the box. Well, yeah, kinda have, kinda haven't. You'll see what I'm talking about. There's a video coming up on my channel that might get a couple crawler people's panties in a bunch, but that's all right. That's all right. Like, literally, like, I'm looking off into space because I'm just seeing the XMAXX rip. The Mojave. So one thing about the Mojave, it is definitely going to need, or it's definitely going to have a game changer installed on it. So we got a Game Changer RC. He makes a good setup for a fan and heat sinks, or should I say heat sink and fans. And what I'll tell you is that Mojave is definitely, after I ripped it today, it definitely needs maintenance. But once I finalize everything with the mini, what do I call it? Monster Mini Mojave conversion, or Monster Mojave Mini conversion, whatever. All it is basically just trimming out the body and throwing different hexes on it, and throwing Redcat Racing Kaiju wheels on it, tires and wheels. I've got it all mocked up. I've mocked it up several times. Everything's basically ready to go. I just got to trim out the wheels just the slightest amount. You'll see. Got to use like a little grinder and grind off the back of the hex just a touch, because you still want to keep the wheels kind of like tightened in. Yeah, the Mojave is suffering some abuse. So I think both front and rear bumpers are broken. I think the back, well, not I think, I know the back body mount is broken. So I know that's broken. And it just keeps going. Man. ARRMA Mojave, man. If you've never driven one, drive one. You gotta have the terrain. Terrain like this, the Mojave will absolutely love. Jumps, sand, loose gravel, loose dirt, it will absolutely eat it up and spit it out right at your face as it's driving by. And I mean that, because it does. When that thing comes by you, it is spitting rocks at your face. And if you give it like a little bit of a kick, you're gonna be eating stones. So, same thing with the TRAXXAS XMAXX, man. Damn, that thing ripped it. See, like what I can see and you can't see probably, There's a whole, like this whole area right here is all gravel. It is all TRAXXAS XMAXX like marks everywhere all over this. Donuts, power slides, everything. Thing just... This was all about just me talking. So, Earl, you wanted to know, I did try to do a reaction cam, but it just, my hat wasn't having it. It just wasn't working. Kept on tipping down. I even set up, you can actually see, I set up the hat mount. What is it, right here? Yeah, you could see. So I actually did have both mounts attached to the top here, trying to do like a reaction cam, but it just didn't work out. So the XMAXX ripping on two of these packs right here, man, I wonder what it's going to do with the Power Hobby packs that I've got. Where are the Power Hobbies? What did I do with those? Did I not even bring those? I better. Yeah, right here. So these packs right here, yeah, these are 7200 100C packs. Holy crap. So the XMAXX just ripped it for an extended amount of time on that battery right there. HRB USA Graphene 6500 65C packs. Every bit of footage that I just got was on that. These packs, the Power Hobby 7200 100C packs with 200C burst. Yeah. So, yeah, that thing right there, that thing should probably really rip it nice on those packs. All right, that's it. Hey, you know, doesn't Big Black actually look nice, like right now? Look at Big Black. Big Black is all shined up. I even cleaned the interior. I mean, Big Black's a good-looking, you know? And I might even have to do a burnout when I leave here. You know, for footage. You know what I'm saying? Look at that truck, come on. If you don't think that that truck looks good, there's something wrong with you. I always say, you know, it's a sharp-looking truck, man. You know, to each his own, right? Of course I'm gonna love my truck. I've had this thing since 06. I triple heat treated the motor 3 times. You ever want to know what that means? Just ask. Don't ask now, though. So, it's a tuned 6.0 with a brand new, like literally a brand new factory Garrett turbo with a Wicked Wheel 2 in it. Tuned with an extreme tune from this company right here. Livewire, TS Plus. Yeah. The tune that it has on it is not, well, it's not really like something you probably should run daily on the street, but I do. And Big Black loves every second of its life. This truck loves it. Yeah, I know I'm out of data. My wife has just sent me an email, a text message saying we're out of data, and I know why. It's because I'm doing a live right now. Damn it, stupid data. Yeah, we went up north and basically we blew through the data being up north. 2 phones having junk Wi-Fi, so we kept on jumping off of the Wi-Fi and going on data. I think we only have like a 10 gigabyte plan or something like that. I don't know. At this point, I don't even care. It's worth it. It's worth it. Look at Big Black. Big Black like looks clean. I gotta put the mats back in, but yeah, it's got a rip in the seat. But this is actually pretty, well, having the windows open, it kind of made it dusty, but I can re-clean it. But I did clean this truck out pretty nice. Yeah, that's right. You can eat it right there. It's got its battle scars here. It's got its New England happening. Got a little bit of New England on there. These right here, these are hand grips. You reach your hand in there, and that way you can climb up and reach up into the bed. Those are hand holds. You know, you stick your foot in there. That one broke off. That one's all right. These tires, I'm telling you, these Nitto tires, these are those trail grapplers. These things are absolutely beautiful. Yeah, the wind's probably killing it right now. All right, well, I'm just going to wrap it up. I'm just here. I wanted to, I don't know. I wanted to share the raw experience of what it felt like for me to, rip the TRAXXAS XMAXX. And it was a blast, man. I think Earl was questioning. He was like, so it's going to be one of two things. You're either going to be underwhelmed and wish you waited for the 12S XMAXX to come out, or you're going to wonder why you didn't buy it sooner. Neither, to be honest with you. Because there's so many other RCs out there to choose from, is the TRAXXAS XMAXX a vehicle to buy? Yeah. If you literally want a bruiser of a truck that can seemingly take some pretty rough abuse and keep going. It's not invincible. I already know that. Nothing's invincible. Kind of reminds me of Big Black. Yeah. The TRAXXAS XMAXX reminds me of this truck. It takes the abuse so well and just keeps going. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll have to do what Earl just kind of suggested. The only thing though is I'll have to buy a new motor mount, right? If I go with the 1717, I think I'll have to buy a new motor mount. And then, yeah, I don't know. I don't even know. XMAXX is the go-to basher. You bring everything when others right. Right. Absolutely, Earl. Yeah, and I totally agree with you. And that's why I'm saying, with Big Black here, it's this truck is taking just such abuse. I gotta find my keys. But here, this is what I'll do, right? I won't even put my seatbelt on for this. You want to know how far away this place is from my house? Yeah, let's go for a little ride. This place is literally down the street from my house. Rough roads here. A little bit of camera shake. Now, you wanna hear what Big Black sounds like? Let me put the back windows down. There's a tiny little bridge tunnel thing that you get used to timing, when you should step on the gas and where the pedal pressure should be, and you can kind of get a little bit of sound out of the truck. Big Black likes to make some noise, so we'll put the thing out the window here. Ready? It's got their windows up. But here we go. I'm literally turning onto my street. Ready? Can you hear the clicker? Hear the clicker going? I am turning onto my street right now. So this is literally how close that pit is. So you get it with the seatbelt going, like, is that the second time, third time? So this is what's nice about that little area. The other area is only 12 minutes away from my house. And I know that's 12 minutes because I just GPS'd it just so I would know. But yeah, that's it. So if you like live streams like this from RC Guy Garage, you already know what to do. You know to give it a thumbs up. Just do it. Get it done. 3 times for the seatbelt thing, I think. And we're close. Almost home. See, I hate when this thing, because I keep looking at myself by accident. And we are just about here. So you go slow on this road. Yeah, I'll be the president and all of the association. I've got to set a good example. And here we go. You can hear my dogs barking and everything. Woo! Ah, we're home. So that was it. How many minutes was that? Like, did anybody count? I didn't even count how many minutes it was. Like 3 minutes from my house. Oh my God. All right. Well, that's it. I'm just going to end this live stream right where we are right here. Let's go. Shade Tree, John Miller, Smokey's RC, JO12 right. Yeah, I know, guys. Sorry. JORC. We got High Metal. All I heard was fasten the seatbelt jingle right. Sound is good. Picture skips. Yeah, it's because it was the internet. All I heard was check this out. Flop times 1,000. Yeah, crap. That's how it works too. It was probably, you know, I didn't even think about that. Going through that little tunnel thing probably messed up the signal. Thing purrs like a kitten. Yeah, it does, man. Yeah. You still smile? I am. Right. Big Black is so, there we go. I like that one. Big Black so fast, the internet can't catch him. That's a good one. I like that. Well, that was uneventful. Yeah. So much power. Big Black so fast, the internet can't catch him. That's a good one. I like that. Well, that was uneventful. Yeah. So much power, we lost the stream. Dude, it's like the thing kicked it into warp speed. I went into the future. Blew the reception out, right? Right. All right. Well, I'm going to jump in. I'm going to sit on my front porch and have a nice iced tea. One of those nice ice cold New England iced teas. And it's all pretty much, dude, you know, that thing does too, right there. The ARRMA Mojave, man, that, there's almost no stopping that thing too. I actually did think I broke it too. At one point while I was filming, I actually thought the Mojave broke, but I think what happened was, I think so much debris got stuck inside the servo arm area or the components for the servo that it locked out the steering. And I was fighting it for a little bit until I hit another jump. And when I hit another jump, it cleared it out. So that was a save. I was bummed too because I felt like I pulled an Earl. Talking about, yeah, 15% power, nice. The stream's gonna die soon anyway. So I did basically, I pulled an Earl. I was like, oh, this thing is so awesome, it never breaks. And then I think like literally 2 seconds later, like the steering locked up and I was like, oh crap, did I really break it? All right, I'm out of here. Like I always say, you should get out too, and point blank, like I always say, just rip it. Hopefully meeting Mark is going to speed up that process for the channel. Maybe get a logo. That would be stinking awesome. Just gotta get things going. So I'm out of here. You guys should get out too. I'll see you later. Thanks for coming to this live stream. I don't even know what I called it. The heck did I call it?